What is up, everybody? Eddie Soundhead back again with another episode of NASCAR's Heat 2 Career. And today, we will continue Season 2 in the Xfinity Series here with the race at Atlanta. So, just going to jump right into it. I'm not going to qualify, and here's why. I'm thinking because I'm driving for a 5-star team, and as we get ready to start this race, I'm going to skip qualifying just to give ourselves somewhat of a disadvantage. I don't know if we'd even qualify that well anyway, but coming from the back of the field will be a little bit more entertaining, more fun, and yeah, just give us a little bit extra challenge. That's really all there is to it. So we're just going to qualify from the back for most of the time. If we did in the Truck Series and we were driving a 4-star team, we shouldn't have any problem doing it on a 5-star team in the Xfinity Series. And hopefully I don't eat those words later, but we're just going to skip it all together and give it our best shot. So, starting to get by some of these guys now on the inside of Ray Black Jr., getting on the inside of David Starr now. And really, my biggest problem with this track is just getting it slowed down enough in the corners without drifting up. Just getting that nice sort of spot where to get back on the gas and where to not be on the gas, basically, is my biggest problem. As we hit Ryan Sieg a little bit there. And Kennedy in front of us now. And I think it's a short stage, only 4 laps. I was going to say, I think this is our first run at Atlanta, but it's not because I forgot that we ran Atlanta in the Truck Series last season as well. So that would be untrue. But with our move up to the Xfinity Series, that means that we will get to go to a couple of tracks we haven't been to yet, as my voice cracks horribly. Excuse me. 3-wide situation here. Not big fan of that. Go to Armstrong and Joey on the inside. Hopefully I get a run off the corner to get past them, and I do. Now Annette, you jerk, who just barely beat us by a nose last week at the Daytona race. As I go up the track, right there is kind of what I was talking about. I went up the track more than I'd like to just because I got to find that sweet spot of where to get back on the gas. But we're going to get a couple of more positions here, hopefully going into turn 3, except I go up the track, but there's the net again. But we will look like we'll get by him, and unless we get Gase, nope, and do it 25th for the stage. So this has potential to be a decent race, I guess you would say. I don't know. My Atlanta finishes have been far from spectacular, so we'll see how we do here. Get a run on our inside now. Went a little bit high there, and it's just whatever about Atlanta. It's just not a very good track for me. I'm trying to remember back to what we did in the Truck Series, but I don't remember where he finished. I don't think it was great. I want to say it was like 17th or something, so I guess I'm just shooting to do better than that. I'd like to finish in the points, at least, is basically where I'm getting with this. In the stage points, I should say, although obviously stage points would not very, but you know what I mean. Top 10. I'd be happy with top 10. So, yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying way earlier in the last stage is that with the move up to the Xfinity Series, not that we lose a couple of tracks, or not that we gain a couple of tracks, but we also lose some, that being Martinsville, which is one of our tracks that is almost a guaranteed win every time we go there. So that's slightly, it's not a guarantee, I guess you would say, of one of the rounds of the playoffs now that we don't have Martinsville. Because you know that when you... Okay, and the caution comes out randomly. Thanks, game. Alright, I keep getting cut off at this point I'm trying to make. We're back underway now for the final stage. And what I'm trying to say here is that without Martinsville in there, that's not a guaranteed, win into the next round of whatever round it's in. So we are actually going to have to fight and claw our way through without having any wins to rely on. That is if we don't get wins. With a 5-star team, it is possible we could win a fair amount of races. But for what I'm seeing at Atlanta so far, I'm not exactly thrilled about the way that this race has gone for me. But then again, that is Atlanta, so we'll see. I don't want to let Roger Penske down by finishing in 18th where we are now, so we got to get a move on. Cannot get around Brendan Poole. Brake Cook hits the wall up there. Jones in front of us, which it finally clicked with me. I was like, oh yeah, he's going to Gibbs next year. So that'll be interesting to see what he does in the Gibbs equipment. Probably nothing, but it'll be interesting to see that, I guess. And, yeah. Roads there, just go, man, just dump roads. I can't get off of them. Jeez, I almost got collected in that, and wow. So, you know, if it weren't for Keselowski kind of touching my wheel there and sending me down below the apron, I probably would have been in that wreck. Because it looked like he got collected in it back there. He's still behind us, but he definitely got some damage on the rear end, I think. So, hopefully we get kind of low here. We'll see in a second. Oh, he's got damage everywhere. He got damage on the front and the back. Definitely on the back, though. Look at that spoiler. So, with that caution now, that shortens this last sort of stint up a little bit more. And, good entrance there, but the exit was mediocre at best. Come through the trial here, get to the inside of Ryan Reed. Get to the inside of Harvick for 11th. Jeremy Clements having a good run up here in the top 10 as I lose some ground. And looks like we'll be getting cleared by Harvick here going into this corner, and now it's time to hunt down Clements. Alright, so this hasn't exactly gone to plan, but could be worse, I guess. 11th place, so we've already failed our incentive contract because I was like top 10. Wow. Bad race. That was a bad race. I'll say it. That was not good of me. I should have been way higher than 11th. That's Atlanta for you. I don't know what it is about me in this track. I just suck here. And I shouldn't, but I just do. So, I don't know. Looks like some people are running out of gas on the last couple of laps there going down to the apron. But yeah, I don't even want to look at the finishing order anyway. So, get to the money. 74,000 finishing 11th outside the top 10. Piss poor, if you ask me. Let's get out of here. So yeah, we've essentially failed the incentive contract after the second race, so that's real great. But the next race will be at Las Vegas, so let's go ahead and just jump right into that one. Here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And same deal, just going to skip qualifying, because there's no real reason to, because it's just going to throw us up at the front, most likely. Like I said, I haven't really tried it. We could qualify 40th for all I know, but I don't really care to do it. So, start at the back, already underneath Ty Majeski. And get underneath Carl Long, it looks like, too. Move him up a little bit. And, Vegas, we didn't seem to do too bad at Vegas when we were in the trucks last season. We had a decent finish. I want to say we finished like 3rd or 4th. I think it was 4th now. But, yeah, it wasn't a bad race by any means. So hopefully this goes a little bit better than Atlanta did. I'm kind of still in shock about that one. Should have had a much better finish driving a Penske car. I mean, don't want to disappoint Roger. I'm a big fan of Team Penske, and obviously Brad Keselowski. Part of the reason I like Team Penske is because he drove there, and I've sort of stuck with Team Penske because I like their lineup with Joey Logano as well as Ryan Blaney. So when it came to picking a team, it was hard to pick against them. So I definitely had a little. It wasn't very hard to decide who I was going to go with. I like Penske a lot, even before, because I like Kurt Busch, and I was like, yeah, I like this. And then Brad Keselowski obviously took that ride over after 2011, and been a fan long before that, but I always liked Kurt Busch. So it was like my Penske relationship even predates my fandom for Brad Keselowski, I guess you would say. And, it really goes back even before that, because Rusty Wallace, I really caught like the tail end of Rusty Wallace's career, where like some of my earliest memories from like 2003 to like 2005 when he was just starting to like hang it up. So I do remember a little bit of him in the 2, like when it was actually happening. But yeah, obviously YouTube and everything now, everybody, you can just Google that stuff now. Or YouTube, search it. But that's the stage, 16th. So want to make a little bit more progress than we did than that last stage. That wasn't phenomenal, but got another opportunity here to try. So one thing I'm wondering about is, you know, all these Cup drivers in the Xfinity Series. You know, Daniel Suarez is up there, Jones, Harvick obviously right here next to me, Keselowski, Logano. You know, if they get stage points, I wonder if they count, like, are they eligible for the title? Because I go high and I actually get a run up high. Man, maybe the top end is where the speed is at. It's too bad I just suck at, like, getting all the way up where I need to be when I use the high lines. I get to the outside of Elliott Sadler, because now I'm going to get shoved probably too wide. Yeah, see, this is too high now. But I will get a decent run off the corner, hopefully. I'm getting a bit of draft, and I hit the wall, and Elliott Sadler, oh God, hang on to it. All right. That was close. I'm trying to sneak these guys. I tried to sneak between them. I'm gonna wreck it again almost. We're on the cusp of a points-paying position here at the end of the stage, and we will get by Brendan Gaughan, but he's gonna fight back because I went too high in the corner yet again. So I'm trying to see who we're racing with now. We got Brendan Gaughan, William Byron, Daniel Hemrick, and Cole Custer right in front of us. As we'll sail it in a little bit, and Cole Custer's just going to be a roadblock for us. Well, thank you, Cole. Cole Custer, that's another interesting prospect, I guess you could say. Now that he's won a race and in dominating fashion, it makes you think, well, where was that all season? You know, like, is that just their Homestead program? Is that good, or, you know, he hasn't, like, he was in the title hunt for a while there, and had it not been for that late race pass in Phoenix, would have been in the Final Four, and then he would have ran away with it had he had as good a run as he did. So it's like, you know, if he had a good season and got to the Final Four, could he have done it? I guess is where I was trying to go with that whole Cole Custer thing a minute ago. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the stage. We'll barely get William Byron as we slam into him after the AI takeover, but that's going to be 4th, 7th overall, and 4 points. And we are back underway. And took a gamble on tires trying to come through, and these guys, I'm confused. How did all these people get in front of me? So I think these guys are going to be pitting here, right? And they are, and I almost got cut off by them there. So did we get it set up like a, like that strategy we pulled last season a couple of times where, like, everybody else had to pit? Because we pitted, and so did some of the guys around us, and then we went back to, like, 28th. So I'm confused. I guess I guess if these guys pit, it'll make sense. All right, so they are pitting. Oh, Jesus Christ, all of them are pitting, and they slowed down Harvick, and now I'm gonna get to the inside of him and Tift. All right. So I guess if we hold on to this thing, we might get a win. Whoever's up in front of here, I think these guys all have to pit still. I don't know how that worked out that way, but it did. Did we have an early caution? No, that was Atlanta. Yeah, alright. Well, fair enough. I guess if things keep going this way, we might have a shot at winning. And this guy's pitting right now. So, Allgaier pits, and we take the lead. And, yeah. So just holding on. There we go. Oh, are you serious? Oh, well, there goes our win. Well, we're still first with Suarez now, but now they're all caught up to me. That would have been an easy sail it on home. All right, we're underway. Suarez is going to get to our outside, it looks like. If I don't blow it in this first corner, and I do. Wait, maybe not. It's starting to sail up. He's going to get on our outside, though. Of course. Wool's going to be on our outside too. If we get this draft, though, we might have something to say in this corner. If I can get on the brakes. There we go. I had to feather it a little bit there. All right. I seem to be worse in 1 and 2 than I am 3 and 4. So as long as I don't blow it into 1 and 2, I might be okay. I gained a little bit on him there. This is the last lap here. Too crap, and I blew it. And there goes the race win. And Austin, or Ty Dillon, or whatever Dillon brothers in that race. I guess it's Ty. Well, I threw away the win just then. Hopefully I can get by Ty Dillon here, at least. And maybe, no, Suarez is too far away. All right, so we lost the race effectively with that. So, question is, can I beat Dillon to the line here? Yes, I can. All right, well, wow. That sucks. That would have been the perfect just sail home. Would have been just straight to a victory, but Suarez, a cup driver, of course. Stealing my Xfinity Series wins. Thanks, cup drivers. That's a joke, by the way. So yeah, we'll get our $162,000 for finishing second. So a much better performance than last time in Atlanta. And we're 5th overall in points with 100 points flat now. But all these cup drivers have points, but are they eligible? Is my question. So I guess we'll find out when we get to Homestead if we make it that far. We got a message from Joey Logano.
Good to see you racing in the Xfinity Series. Seems like just yesterday you were in your first truck ride. Good luck this season.
You're telling me, and that's our teammate now. And Ray Black Jr. has something to say. Look alive, top 5. Fair enough. So we will move through to the next race at Phoenix, the DC Solar 200 rather. Let's go fire this one up, and we'll jump right into it. Skip all the nonsense. Get through qualifying, practice, and all that junk, and get straight to the race. We are underway here for. Let's see how many laps. We got a terrible restart. It like took a minute to register with my brain. It was so bad. Jeez. We just got left behind on that restart. Luckily, we're right back on the tail end of it now. Time Majeski running in the back. Just gonna send it in and try and pass as many of these guys as possible. We run off the corner there and try and recover some of those spots that we weren't able to get because we got left behind there. So, short stage, only 6 laps. Dive down, use the dog leg, and just send it in real deep. Here, that wasn't even really all that deep, to be fair. Ben Kennedy here in front of us now. With Brad on our outside, almost. Joey Gage right in front of us. Push Brad up the track. We're going to go back down here. Use the dog leg. And we're just going to send it right in. Jones and Brandon Brown. Harvick. I'm sure this is the greatest commentary of all time because I'm like concentrating on not blowing it. Again, Phoenix is another one of those tracks where I can either do really good or really bad. So I'm trying to do as good as I can. And as soon as I say that, I basically take out Bubba Wallace, but he saves it. All right, we're gonna get by Almirola, looks like, for the final position in his 16th. So not a stellar first stage, but not terrible. Hopefully we get a better restart, and we do. Kind of break it here so we can get to the bottom and use that dog leg and hopefully get by some of these guys early before they start spreading out. So we use this dog leg up here. And I'm just going to send it in this corner deep. And we might get to Jones here. And we do. And I get into Tift even. And now we're flirting with a top 10. Just from one corner. So not bad. Send it in deep here underneath Cook.
Outside by himself.
Not a bad set of corners there. Dive it down through the dog leg. Not too deep, kind of shallow.
Hard to the outside.
And we'll send it in deep once again. Might barely get to Dylan. I actually spun him out. Almost. He's going to save it. You know, it just occurred to me, he's running a different paint scheme than he was at Vegas. So they must switch paint schemes during the races.
Stay in line. Hold your line.
I hadn't noticed that last season. All right. Got
Inside.
Brendan Poole coming onto our outside now, or inside rather. So that kind of cuts us off from using the dog leg, which sucks. And Allgaier's going to get to our. Are you serious? Come on, let me go. Oh, Allgaier, you are a jerk for that. I was just wanting to get to the inside, and I just about got turned. Well, you know what? We're in a prime opposition. We're going to let Allgaier know what we think about it. See you, pimp. Oh, we might have got Brendan gone at the same time, although he saves it. There you go. Bump him and dump him. That's all you need. I think I hurt my car. I think I damaged the car doing that. So, good thing we're going to have to pit here in about half a lap.
Outside. Clear low.
I'm just going to use up Brendan Gaughan, trying to send it in there deep. I'm still using it up, and I'm going to squeeze it into the wall just to get this last position here. So we'll have to pit, and that getting that even number will actually help. And this is why, because now we'll be starting on the inside. So that is good. We pitted, we repaired the car. Didn't lose that many positions doing that, so that'll be nice. Get a good entry into this one, nice and low below the line even. But anything's legal at these types of racetracks, so we'll send it through the dog leg shallow. Get Gaughan's draft a little bit and send it in.
Hard to the outside. Outside.
And getting that exit right is the hardest part about sending it in into turn 3. If you can't get your turn 4 for crap, you're going to have a bad time. So,
Outside.
a nice little, it kind of got stacked up there almost, and we're going to get through there. We'll get to the inside of Hamrick, but he will pull out and, all right, get through Hamrick now, finally. Now we got Custer and Sadler in front of us. So this is not a bad race again, if we can manage this. Possibly even get up to, who is that, William Byron up there. We're not totally out of picture for this win yet. I'm going to stay right in Sadler's draft, and we might pass him right here just cleanly, and we, looks like we will. Oh, maybe not. He's going to fight back on the outside, but I get back to the gas for him, and we'll complete the pass.
All clear.
It's not a hunt down Custer and Byron.
Time to go this time up.
So, doesn't look like I'm going to get to those guys. Come home third, though. Not bad. Another solid finish. It's good to have. So, good to know that we can get up towards the front if only we could win. So, that's what we need to focus on doing here soon. Come home third. Cole Custer wins the race. Look through the finishing order here and get home. Take $90,000 for third place at Phoenix. That puts us at $3.1 million, and we dropped one spot in points overall, but not a big deal. So that is it for Phoenix, basically. So let's go back to the shop. So the season stats actually tells us we're 8th place overall, but I don't know about that one. So the next race will be at Auto Club Speedway, which we haven't raced there yet, so that'll be interesting. So thank everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.